happy life. It's Tim down for living with MS in Tenerife. It's Mooch around Monday. It's supposed to be meet up Monday, but nobody registered, so it's a little bit cool as well, cloudy. 24 degrees it says on the FAMAS here. I would say about 21, just 20 I think. And it's going to get cooler when the sun goes down. You can't actually see the sun. It might be a nice sunset though. But Pearson's Adventures are on. Cool dude. If you're watching this on catch up, I'm going to have a drink here, have a chat with you guys, make sure that nobody came without registering. And then once I finish this, I'll take you on a walk around the village and we'll stop at another couple of bars, I think. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Christina's not with me today. She sends her love. And it's Mooch around Monday, so this is the first Mooch. And Smiler from New Zealand. I've missed you, my friend. I've missed you. Welcome back. Unless you've been in the background, of course. I never went away. John Patton's all right. The Mind Hotel behind me, for those of you coming in lately. Mind Hotel. Dundee Derek says, hi, buddy. And Tracy says, good evening, Tim and everyone. So we've got 23 people already on. How's your day been? It's been pretty good, actually. I went on a walk this morning around the village and tried to show all the bars off, but then I got sidetracked by a good-looking lady, I should imagine, and her husband. And so I ended up missing a few, so I decided not to do it. And then I thought, mooch around, I could show him tonight. There'll be a lot more going on. With it being Monday, there's a couple closed, of course. 7 plates, 7 days are closed. Little Germany's closed. So we won't see him. Morning. Good evening, Alan. I'm saying good morning. So I'm not on high tech today. I've just got the phone with me. In fact, I'm actually going to turn off the. I got my iPad Mini, but to look at the things, but I can watch them here now. So let's go ahead and stop that. So Wi-Fi off, and put that away. So there's no guests on tonight. Alan said, good evening from a wet and windy west coast of Scotland. Well, it's pretty cold here, actually. I mean, you can see by my face, there's no sun coming down. Let me show you. Let me turn you around. Hi, Barry Keto. So there's the sunset that's going to happen about 18:45, I think it is, our time. And probably 18:46 your time. And of course, there's nobody here. It's empty. Empty, empty, empty. There's one guy around the corner, but that's about it. Freezing in the West Midlands. As I say, here it says 24 on the thing. And happy anniversary, please. It was 40 years yesterday. Wow. Denise and Steve, if you're watching. Oh, here I am. Denise and Steve Pearson, if you're watching, have well, you've already had a wonderful 40th wedding anniversary. Congratulations. And what a way to spend it in your own place in Tenerife. Excuse me. As you can see, I've still got the tickle. It's getting better though. It's there's no sort of like horrible stuff in the mornings anymore. As long as I keep drinking a lot of fluids. Julie's on. Daniels. Mark Wiltshire, an email later about meeting for a walk in a couple of weeks. Okay, Mark, no problem. West Scotland, we said. Mark Wiltshire, Glyn Young, hi from Shrewsbury. Dundee, Derek Smiler, Julie Wade, Charlie, Barry Keto. It's not Barry anyway, we know who he is. Did you get the vlog of La Arena? Hi, Vinny. Keep up with the fluids. We shall. So I'm going to relax today. If there's anything you want to know that I may be able to help you with, let me know. And if not, I'll just sit here and shoot the moon. Look at the clouds on the mountains over there. So let's show you around. So they look really ominous, don't they? Look at that. Wow. I mean, if this was the skies in Britain, it'd be like -10, wouldn't it? There you go. Wow, look at that. Good evening, Zelda. Evening, JJ. End of April. Runcorn on a good day, says Vinny. Only just got home from work. But we'll look, okay. Alan's 28 all day, every day. It is on average. Well, not today. Talking about all day, every day. I was supposed to go and see Crackmaster down on Thursday. I didn't make it. So in case you think I'm dead, Dan, I'm here. So the news today, there was news today. Rick and Shelley came to look at an apartment. Well, it's not really an apartment. It's sort of like a little house on the complex right opposite ours. So, in fact, if you see these, oops, I'm looking the wrong way. So this is our complex here. And you see there's a sand coloured and a blue coloured one. And then opposite, there's one's facing in. The sand coloured one's facing in here. And they're in one of those. And it's a beautiful view across all the beaches, straight to here. And out to La Gomera. It's a fantastic view. If you follow them on Facebook, you can go and see the view of there. It actually rivals balcony banter view. It does rival it, I must admit. They've got a pool as well. Pool and then the view. As long as there's space to park your scooter. Got plenty of parking on the street. And there's an underground garage. So you want to park off-road, you can. Over in 27 days, tells Michelle. Cool dude. Baby Jack's doing well, waiting on a scan. If Shelley's music is too loud on a Sunday or whenever, go tell her off. Over in 27 days. I don't know whether she'll be able to play music on a Sunday in that complex. I'm not sure. I'll bring her over to our pool then. We'll say it looks black over Bill's mother's looking at those clouds. Yep. See you in 4 weeks, says Alan. Cracking view. Business Adventures, hope you have a good Monday. Tina's on. I think I've got everyone now. Runcorn, that's how we did that one. Okay. Great news, Anna Marie. Just going to ask. Okay, you're good, good. Bob G's on, good evening. Which Tenerife vloggers do you follow? I follow and enjoy a few, including you. I don't really follow a lot of Tenerife vloggers because I'm a Tenerife vlogger. So the only ones that I would follow are the ones that support me. So obviously the Macmaster when he's over here, and the Crackmaster, because they're good mates. Rick and Shelley, I watch both their channels, Rick and Shelley and Just Rick. And because it's not really a lot to do with Tenerife, it's to do with them, so I like that kind of thing. Andrew, I'll pop in if he's live, but I don't watch his recorded vlogs per se, unless it's something's really weird, which he hasn't done in a while. But it's for me, it's like this, it's like me going out and having a look. So, but I like to pop in on his live and supporting him there. And there's a couple of others. There's a Walk With Me 000 that I'll look in if it pops up on the screen, but I don't go and look for it. But as I say, Tenerife vlog. I use YouTube more as a training school if I need to know how to cook something, or how to fix something, or a couple of political channels I follow, and I'm into these sort of ancient histories now. Where with the pyramids and all that. I quite like that. It's all sort of speculation, but I quite like that type of thing. So yeah, I think the Tenerife vloggers is great if you love Tenerife and you're not here. Then come in and you can find out what's happening in Tenerife. You can look what's happening. You can go, oh, I know that place. I know that. That's why a lot of people like the walks I do, and so they like seeing places that they know. But for me, I just walk outside. Do you talk to the Night Strider? It depends what you say. He never calls me, so if he did, I would talk to him. And I've contacted him a few times when I've either had a question or I've had something that I thought might interest him. And he's all right, and I comment on his lives. He never comes on my lives. and he never comments on my stuff. So it's one-way street, really. It's a one-way street. Good here, Lee. Okay, talking amongst yourselves. I've seen Wreck Shelley Pit. Looks amazing. Seems much closer to the ocean than it is. I did wonder about the sing-songs. Be ashamed if they're not allowed. The thing is, there's plenty of places here. She could actually do one on the beach. You know what I mean? Just take a mixing desk down to the beach and do it there. The Timformator, best news and walks, LWMST, the best channel, says Ian Moss. Thank you so much. Great socialist, Tim. You know, I am a socialist, but I'm not a political socialist. Well, I am a political socialist, but I always think that you have to be fair. You have to make sure that everybody's good enough before you gorge yourself, and just don't be a dick. You know, that's basically what it is. I mean, I don't want to get on your case in Britain now, but you have to admit that the government in Britain has sort of failed, right? I mean, it has sort of failed. So you need to change something, and I think it's to do with greed, really. I think they've got to the stage where they've taken everything out, and I think what they're doing now, they're going to get as rich as they possibly can without bugging you guys, because they know they're on the way out. So you'll see a lot of stuff happening now, like selling NHS and not caring, because they know they're not going to get elected again. So they've got the power now, they're just going to use it to line their own pockets so that when they go out, they can all just go to an island somewhere and say, hey, we did it, you know. So basically that's what it is. Tim, have you lost any weight in January? David Longdon. We'll have to ban that guy, David Longdon, we'll have to ban him. Not an ounce. Not an ounce. I weighed myself this morning. I was exactly the same on the 1st of January. Exactly the same. Don't know what it is. We have a Prime Minister, says Barry Keto. No, I don't want to get political, but you know what I'm saying. They know they're on the way out now, so they're just going to rape the country, and you'll pay. And then they'll blame whoever comes in for not being able to do anything, you know. Oh yeah, you know. What's your favourite memory of where you live? What's your favourite memory of where you live? Where I live here, my favourite memory? The favourite memory of where I live was, we were looking for an apartment, and we said in between Los Cristianos, or Palmar actually we were looking at, and a bit further out, Palmar and La Caleta. And we're over here 4 times, each time 2 weeks, looking for a flat before we came out. This was from 2012 to 2014. And it was 2014 March, and we still hadn't found a place that was wheelchair friendly, that we could afford, and that was, yeah, nice. So we started panicking a little bit, and then I was on a forum, and this guy was writing in the forum. I don't think it exists anymore, this forum, but anyway, he said, have you tried Kayosavaki? And I thought, well, I've never tried anywhere outside of La Caleta. So then I worked out that I could maybe afford a car because the rent's cheaper here. So we were looking about between eight and 1,200 a month. We were a bit doolally in those days. 8 and 1,200, we said, and we found a couple, but you know, I was thinking, yeah, that's going to be a little bit tight. Little did I know how tight it was going to be. Anyway, so we went to a place in La Caleta, and we walked into this estate agent's, and a woman there says, "You looking for rent?" "Yeah," blah, 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 blah. And then she says, "I've got one in Kayosavaki." And I thought, well, this guy said, what about Kayosavaki? And he actually showed the complex we're in, and the flat is actually the complex we're in. And we walked in up to that balcony, and I'm not kidding you, Christina and I just cried, because it was perfect. It was wheelchair friendly, had a fantastic view. It was $620, which was right in our range. I could buy a car cash, and everything. So it's all fell together. The thing that sold it as well, there were disabled loos in the pool. So, you know, we just said it's kismet. It's kismet. So that's the favourite memory, is sitting up there. Once we got the keys middle of June, but we couldn't move in till July. And we sat up there and with no furniture or anything. Well, I mean, there was furniture in, but our furniture hadn't arrived. And we just sat up there and had a bottle of wine. And we said, we've arrived, kid. And Christina said to me, that's the best 50th birthday present you could have got me. And that's my favourite memory. Oh, the sun's coming out. So I've missed all your stuff now. Back in Tenerife tomorrow, Steco. Hey, Damien's coming tomorrow as well. And we're going out for breakfast on Wednesday morning. I don't know where yet. Oh, that'd be a good idea. Don't put it in this chat here, but in the comments after the fact, you know, when we're stopped, put down your favourite breakfast place between Del Duc and La Caleta. Big English breakfast, you know, 10 eggs and all that stuff. Okay, don't even know the Prime Minister is today. Are there any English-speaking bloggers based in the north of the island? Barraquito? Yeah, of course. Steve, of course. Although he doesn't talk on them. He's Steve Pearson. He's got the North Tenerife man, and he'll go and show you stuff. He doesn't talk on his vlogs though. Where's she going to plug a mixing board on the beach? Basically, if you're singing to YouTube, right, you just plug it into the phone, and then you hear the amplifiers in the mixing board, if you like. So you hear the digital sound coming out. And you can also get these, if you want to have speakers, you can also get battery-powered speakers. Don't show the something we all have to hide. I haven't seen it since I was in Tenerife in October. NTN, there you go, North Tenerife, man. Hi, Maria. Message Moira. Nice story, thank you. No problem. Usual story in the UK, we get a Labour government next, and then they take the Tories years to recover from Labour's economic incompetence. Happens every time. Yeah, Labour is not very good at that bit. But I think what it is they're not radical enough. What they try to be is sort of like Tory light, and that never works. So Tory light, either you're greedy or you're not. So Tory light never works. So Blair or what's his name, the guy now? Can't even know his name. They're the wrong ones. So if you want a Labour government, what you really need is a radical Labour government, which changes the total face of. Have a look at the last Labour manifesto, the one that Corbyn wrote. That would be a good idea, to invest all the money that you don't have into services, into education, into getting people back to work in the, you know, not sending everybody to university and charging for it, but telling them go and learn a trade, because that's what you're going to need. You can't get a plumber these days because there isn't any. Everybody's doing a degree in sociology or something like that. You don't need any more of those. You need people at work. Anyway, but that's another story. And it's only because I've got no skin in the game, I can say that, you know. I mean, you can't get any worse than you are now. Read the weather in a minute. I believe it's a bit cloudy and chilly. It is cloudy and chilly, but as I say, I'll show you the sun, even though you're asked not to. So it's popping down now. How do you see Barry Keto says, how do you see Tenerife changing in the next 10 years? I don't have a crystal ball, but the plan is, what is the plan? They want a more sustainable island, and whatever that means, you could, you know, ask 10 people, you get 10 different answers. But basically what they want to do is to have less people at the same price point. So up the quality and reduce the number of people coming. I think that's what it is. Or stay the number of the same and increase the price point. So give you better quality visiting. but also less waste and stuff like that. You know, I mean, mine's doing a good job. Mine's doing a good job. Tourism is very important. British tourism is very important. I think it's 60% of the pie is British tourism. So I think that they might end up doing something with the visas. They might also allow certain things to get round the 90-day rule if you have a place here, or if you're a swallow. They're also digital nomads. That's coming next month or the month after. So you'll be able to get that. So I think it's going to be high quality. It's going to be sustainable, and you never know. The American market might kick off. We've got one airline that's coming in from Newark, and the American market might kick off. And then if you got, the only reason we don't have these massive sort of what do they call them, where everybody goes and they talk about something. I can't even think of the word. God damn it. Exhibitions or something, you know, where you all get together. Conventions, thank you. So the only reason we don't have conventions here is because the hotels are full. So you can't guarantee a block of a certain amount of rooms for a company. But I think that might be something that we'll go for. If we're going for better quality, you know, you're building more 5-star hotels, then you'll be able to say, okay, well, we're going to, you know, for the season or whatever it is, the convention season, we're going to block these hotels off. So that might be something they'll do. Hello, Denise. Happy anniversary for yesterday. Conference, thank you. Carl's Place. Talk about the 90-day rule is still going to between Spain and the EU. Talking about the 90-day rule are still going on between Spain, the EU, and the UK. There's talk, but basically you can't get away from the 90-day rule. You can't do it because it's a Schengen law. So if you're in the Schengen area, you can't let people visa-free into the country for more than 90 days in 180. They're not going to change that. But what they might change is what type of visa you can offer. Now, they're already saying there's going to be this visa that allows you to stay more than 90 days for the people that are retired, for instance. So it's called a what do they call it? Denise, you'd know. Non-lucrative visa. That means you're not going to work. And so you can get the non-lucrative visa, and that's no problem. 90 days solved. Or you can get a working visa, where you can do a job that no Spaniard can do, and it's in high demand, but there's low coverage on the island, and you get somebody to sponsor you. Then you can get a visa to come and work. And if you're working for a company that isn't Spanish, so if you're working for a foreign company, you know, British or Canadian or USA or Australia, and you want to do it from here, then now they're talking about this this visa that you can get to get around the 90-day rule. So the 90-day rule won't change, but there may be a visa that you can apply for if you want to stay longer than 90 days. So that's what they're talking about. The only other thing they're talking about at the moment is whether you need to take a driving test if you're British. If you didn't have to, if you're a European, you just changed it, you just swapped it out. But now you do have to take a driving test if you don't have a Spanish license and you're not European. But I think they might change that very soon. That's one thing that a lot of people will love, especially the Pearsons. Possibly down, yes, looking around 14, 24. Okay, cool. Be there between the 4th and the 18th. Very good. Mum loved it. 6 weeks Friday. We were on a beautiful island. Cool dude. Are you going to come and visit us in the south? All right, David Balla. Roger's on. Pearson's Adventures. Hope in mid-March. Mr. Low dear. Thumbs up. Evening, Mum. Can you hear me, Mother? The 90-day rule, yeah. Tim, I've never been banned from anything in my life before today. David, I've not banned you. I've not banned you. That's something to tell your grandchildren. Angela Thomas says, hi, Tim. Hi, Angela. Not seen your name before. Oh, Cus Whaling's on. Sorry I didn't make it last Friday, Craig. Yeah. I'd seen it. Just taking a little break. La Gomera looked clearer than I've ever seen it on the webcam this morning. Yeah, it was. I think it's because when the weather cools off, there's less dust in the air. Cole's place, I'm going backwards here now. Evening Tim, says Cole. Can't get worse. Inflict sturgeon on everyone. You know, it's anybody who tries to be a Tory will fail, because it's the end of it's the end of capitalism anyway, eventually, because you can't have growth, no end of growth. Much better home since Friday. Okay, cool. We'll be over on Monday, but yes, we'll definitely sort something, my friend. Okay, good. Cheers. So the question is, do I have another beer here, or do I take you on a tour? Start typing, either tour or beer. Tour or beer. Tourbeer. Tourbeer. Tim, we surprised our sons leaving Scotland home in 5 days to celebrate 40th. Oh, cool, dude. Never been on for a long time, says Angela. Have I got any fatter? Mary Out is saying tour. Thank you, Roger Channing. So I got a Tom for tour. I got 2 for beer. Tour then beer, says Tracy. Both, yeah. The beer here. I'm gonna have another beer somewhere else. But do you want another beer here, or do you want a tour and a beer? Okay. Go on a pub crawl. That's what I was meaning. So is it pub crawl or beer here? Beer somewhere else. There you go. Okay. So we'll do that then. Just get my kit together. Kit. I said kit. Getting my kit together. Pub crawl. I'm going to pay for this. I'm going to leave you watching this place. Like that. Everybody's run away. Can't go on the pub crawl. Puede pagar? Uno. Una jarra. No visita hoy.
No visita hoy.
No. So I think it's $2.50. Go to a place where it's $1.50. Yeah. Actually, I owe a couple of beers in the Monte Cristo, so I got to go there as well. Forgot your mic was still on. Glad you didn't go to the toilet. Yeah. Pub crawl was knocked down. Put a drink in each room. Got this. Gracias, mi niña.
Gracias, sí.
Okay. Ladles and jelly spoons. Zip, zip. Alan Fraser, thank you so much. So there we go. That's my house. Well, no, behind it. Can you speak a little bit of Spanish, Tim? Por supuesto, hablo en español. So vivo aquí desde hace 2014. I live here since 2014. I got a little bit, haven't I? Although I do know people that lived here 30 years and still can't speak it. Heather McCarthy, thank you very much. Oh wow, we're going to get drunk tonight. The only problem I've got with speaking Spanish is that when somebody speaks back in an accent, you've got to really be careful, because I don't understand a word they're saying. So here we are underneath. This is, I've shown you this before, but this restaurant is a hidden gem. The Creole Corner. Could be a late one, Tim. No, I've cooked already, so I don't have to cook when I get home, but I've got to eat. So I promised Chris I wouldn't be too late. And I didn't do my job before I left either, so I'm hoping she's all right. So this is the nebula downstairs. We're not going to go there though. So we're going to have a quick one in the eclipse, maybe. Hey Mark, how the devil are you? Thanks for asking today. Hope you got the reply. If not, just send me an email, me@timothydowd.com. So there we go, 24 degrees it says. Don't believe it, a word it says. So this is the La Palma, not Palma, so Palma as in Parma ham. It's, it is, oh. Christina's doing fine, Angela, thank you. I see who's here. Oh, there's no seats available. I think there's a music going on as well. There we go, we're going to talk. Bien, bien. How many beers are you going to have, Tim? All of them. It's Craig, oh no. Put the light on. I didn't put the light on. I don't think I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did put the light on. Yes, I did. I don't know now. Claro, Ada? Open from 12 till 3 o'clock. So this car here doesn't believe that people with wheelchairs or people with children's chariots they have to go in the road to get past him. Vinny says, do you eat out much? Never eat out, really, because Christina doesn't like eating out. She will go to Little Germany if I force her, but we don't eat out a lot. I'm going to show you the back way. So if you are in a wheelchair, you can go this way to the Monte Cristo, where I got to pay me tab. Is Mary on again today? So we're going to go straight through and say hello to everybody. I still owe you money, don't I, Mary? All right, Mark. How's it going? You're on.
Oh, it's good.
Here he is. Webby, you found him.
How are you?
We're doing fine, thank you.
Yeah, we're all good. Nice to see you. So what you been? What have you been doing?
I'm live. I'm live.
Hey, yeah, another one. I got two. It's nice, isn't it?
Can I try it?
Yeah, try it, please.
Does it suit me?
It does suit me. You're not having it. I've been giving that as a present today. Fantastic, isn't it?
I'll give you this one.
From Manchester Market.
Hey up, change cap.
Oh no, that's too short. That's too short. That's too short. Too small for you.
Nice, nice. That fits as well. They both fit.
That's too small for you, mate.
Got to do it, haven't you? How's Christine? She all good?
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Here you go.
So where you been today? Any rush?
Nowhere. Well, I went to the meet-up, but nobody came.
Nobody came. Okay.
No, nobody came.
Is that are they telling you something?
Yeah, there is.
I did say we were gonna. Yeah.
Hey, Mark.
I did say, didn't I?
What's all this then?
You're live with, how many people did you say?
Live, are we?
124.
Live where?
YouTube.
Oh, you
How many's on there?
124.
124, yeah. Even without glasses.
Thank you, darling.
There'll be 4 after we finished.
Hey,
Cheers, Biggies.
cheers, all the way.
Cheers.
Hey, hey.
Good after, son.
I've got to go out.
All right, I'll see you soon. Take care, big man.
See you later. All the good-looking girls come
Oh,
here.
indeed.
What's your name? Where are you from?
Christine, but I used to live in Callio.
You did?
I did, yeah. I lived here for 5 years.
Okay, cool.
So we're just on holiday, but we've just been, we've been to Fuerteventura.
Uh-huh.
Thought we'd try somewhere else.
Okay.
Not like.
No.
Tenerife.
Gotta come back here, haven't you?
Tenerife. Gotta come back. Tenerife.
Tomo,
Hello, man. Hey, hello.
you do?
I do.
Cool dudes. Do you want to say hello to anybody?
Oh, no.
There's 162 people watching.
Well, hello, 162 people.
See you later. There we go. Here we go, ladles and jelly spoons. Evening. 164 people watching. We're out in the back now. I'm going to sit in my normal seat out of the way so I don't disturb anybody. And this is the second beer of the day. So, ladles and jelly spoons, let's see what you've been saying. Where we bomb, love to see the Monte again. Says tree surgeon, there you go. In fact, this is your seat, tree surgeon. Right, got to shoot, see you later. Live web, brilliant, exactly. Don't forget the thumbs up. Hi, Tim from Belfast. Oh. Got to shoot. Oh. There's loads of people now. I've not had that many people on. Peaky Blinders pensioners. Exactly. Andy Cat, that's it. I'm going to get one actually. Do you know anybody who can get me one? I think I'm 6 7/8 or a 7. Where to next? Thumbs up if you forgot it's free. It definitely is free. I got 2 ashtrays on this table. The old ashtray. Good evening, Anne. Good evening, Tree, says Anne. Angela Thomas loves Anne. Loads of people. There we go. And they might come and talk to us, and we can interview them. Craig's a slow recovery. Yep. You get a hat from Wigan Market. Okay. Looks like a good atmosphere at the pub. It is actually. This is. Let me show you where we are. This is what we call Monte Cristo. But actually, they've just had Sticky 13 here, so it's an afternoon pub rather than an evening pub, and so any time from, let's say, 2 o'clock onwards till around about 6:30, and then it starts petering off. I think that happy hours finishes at 9. So yeah, it's more of an afternoon pub here. Only ex-service and people who buy expensive hats know their head size. That's true, actually. I'm neither of those. Are there many locals in the bar? If you're talking about local Spanish, no. Although the guy who owns it is a local Spanish guy. His wife's from Northern Ireland. And the building's owned by a German guy, Michael, and that's why it was called the German bar. And so basically the clientele here, it's sort of British, Irish, British, Irish, Danish and German. So that's the mixture here. We get a couple of Italians. We get a couple of locals, obviously, but not many. Not many. See if I can bring you a cat when I'm next over, says Barrakeet. Oh, thank you very much. Peaky Blinders. Derek Mann, I've come across another YouTube channel called Walk With Me Tim and viewed his vlogger called Stayed in Jumbo. Jumbo jet in Sweden. His jumbo jet actually turned into a hotel. Cool, dude. I actually know Walk With Me Tim. Know of him, I mean. He was on the island and he walked with everybody but me. So we were hats and I'm the same size as you, Tim. Cool, dude. The only reason I know I'm a 6 and 7/8 is because my dad was in the military and he measured my head for a hat once. Your head doesn't change, does it, over time? No. I'm probably 6 7/8 or a 7. Walk With Me Tim lived down the road from me, says Sarah Childs. Hi, Sarah. Somebody's bringing me a beer? Oh, no, they're not.
Okay, if you want me to. I'm interrupting your podcast.
You can come on, I'll interview you.
Oh, I will in a minute. Anyway, are you still recording now?
Not recording, we're live with 168 people on. They don't care. They don't care. Who I talk to, they don't care. I sit here because there's nobody behind me. Because they don't want to be seen, you see. It's all the old train robbers, like Colin here.
Colin. Hey, Colin. Hey, Jennifer. Hey,
Some people's heads get bigger. Why does everybody call me Big Head? 10 points if you know who sang that. Just a quick look on Amazon to see what the size slave hat, and it's a 7. I'll walk with you, no problems. Bobby Ricketts is on from Bobby and Sarah. Walk With Me Tim was down the road from me, did that one. It looks cloudy. Tim, up Cork. There you go. Dennis McCarthy. The Cork boy. Dennis McCarthy, the Cork boy. Did you find a place to live, Tom? There you go, Roger Jennings. Very good. You're quick in there. Wales. Tim Dad just sung it to get the points. Max Bygraves. Well, I'll tell you a story. Why does everybody call me? Yep, Tim and Gabby live near Yarmouth. Okay, cool. He was on the island, but he only rubbed shoulders with other vloggers. I think that I'm an acquired taste anyway. What do you think? Am I an acquired taste? I think I am. Ian got it as well? I'll be there looking for you next Monday to buy you a pint. Karen, I probably won't be here on Monday. I'll be up at the other place unless nobody registers. The other place is the El Habri where we started. And if somebody registers, we usually stay there and chat with the people and they interview them. But if nobody registers for next Monday, but I think, what's his name's coming? Damien's coming, and a couple of other people. So I think next Monday might be quite full. Not full, but a lot of people. So if you want to come over to El Habli and buy me a drink, you're very welcome. Go to timothydowd.com, not today, but after today, and you'll see Meetup Monday, and then there'll be a register here for the whatever next week is, 7th or whatever. Do you know, is there a big cider selection there? Typically you'll get Strongbow in a can, you'll get, what's that, Copperberg you'll get, and you'll also get Magners and stuff like that in the supermarket. Some places do Strongbow on draft, some places do Copperberg on draft, and a couple of the Irish bars do Magners or What's that other one that they like? But yeah, it's not prolific, but it looks pretty good. Weather looks cold. It is. It's probably about 20 degrees. Lovely people, Tim. See you about again. And go. Okay. Tim and Gabby are great. Cool. Tell them next time they're over, come and say hello. You need hands to drink another beer. You need hands. Tim and Gabby are lovely. Sorry if it's a stupid question. Is there a big site that done that one? Tim, do you know on the Night Strider? Tim, do you know on the Night Strider? We were the three amigos back in the day when the Night Strider was. I've interviewed him. Go back to see that on the Aftcast. And we were the three amigos where we all got together to do stuff. But I haven't talked to him in a while. How much for a pint where you are? This is $1.50. The one I had up in the El Habli was $2.50, but it was Amstel. Max Barger is my father-in-law's favourite. There you go. I keep going backwards. Max Bargraves, gosh. Ray Duffy's on. There you go. Amazon, we did that one. If I've missed it, if I've missed what you're saying, I apologise. Barry Keto, when you lived in Bournemouth many years ago, Max Bargraves had a very expensive house nearby and spent most of his time in Australia before he died. Is he dead? Who's the nice fellow? My father died in his sleep at a Max Bargraves concert. Can't laugh. We sat at a table next to Max Bargraves in 1975 Glasgow Hilton. Had a chat with him. Lovely guy. Okay. Type at, then start typing the name of the person. It gets highlighted. That's only on a computer. If you're on a phone or a tablet, it doesn't work, I don't think. Well, it doesn't on mine anyway. On an iPhone or an iPad, that doesn't work. I wish it did. Typing at. So we've been on 47 minutes now. It looks like I'm not going on a crawl. I think this is it now. I'll just sit here and chit-chat to you guys and then go and have a last one. Have you been to the Mind Hotel for a look around? Says James McCarthy, shouting his head off. No, they won't allow me in with a camera, and I'm not going in on my own. Sounds like a good selection. I'm not really a beer fan, but I love cider. There you go. You'll definitely get something. You'll definitely get something. And if not, you can always do gin and tonics or vodka and limes or whatever. Hello again. Throne crashed, had to reboot. Pete and Shell. Hey, Pete and Shell, how's it going? I keep meaning to come on to one of your lives, but you know I'm like. Max Bargrave's a legend. What's your favourite food on the island? Tracy says. I don't go out to eat that often, but my favourite steak is the one that Axel does in Little Germany, and he does he flash fries it and finishes it in the oven, and it comes with caramelized onions and Kräuter butter, which is like a herb butter that he makes himself, and it is fantastic. And you can have it with potatoes, or you can have it with chips and roasted veg or sautéed vegetables. But I always ask for bratkartoffel, which are boiled potatoes cut thin and fried. That is really, really good. So, hey! Looks a bit cloudy, Tim. Sort that weather out before I come over. It's only today and tomorrow, I think. Today and yesterday where it's cloudy. And afternoon was nice and sunny. But it's clouded over again at night time. It's still not cold though. It's staying above 20 degrees. If you're up early in the morning, probably 19 or something. 158 people still on. Favourite food on the island? Yes, the steak, or the stuff I make, of course. And if you want to find out what I make, I do 2 short films a day on YouTube. Go to the short shelf and look at the shorts. Usually the ones you see on your phone, If you go to the channel at Timothy Dowd, then you will see the short shelf, and I do 2 films a day, breakfast and dinner, or brunch and dinner, and you see exactly what I have. Favorite food, we did that one. Last time I went for Malibu and Pepsi, that's a good one. That's a good one. Hit the thumbs up. Typing with the iPad. Are you on a computer? Okay, yeah, sounds delicious. Looks a bit cloudy, Tim. Sort that weather. Yep, I will, Kevin. Definitely. You have my word. Is the temperature difference between north and south the same in summer? It's not the temperature is not the thing. What you have to think about is the climate. So we are a desert in the south. So that means that we get, it's sort of dry heat. And in the north, you've got a lot more, what do you call it, tropical rainforest. So it's a different climate. You can have really, really hot days in the north and cool days in the south any time of the year. But if you think that there's a reason why the north is greener, is because there's more precipitation. Now, it doesn't mean to say it's peeing it down or rain like it is in Britain. It usually rains on the mountain and then trickles down, so that's what it is. Here we have the same, but not as often. So if you're looking for, and you're only an hour away anyway, so it doesn't matter where you stay, you can enjoy both areas. In fact, I would recommend that you do maybe a two location holiday. You know, have a nice hotel in Puerto de la Cruz for the first half of the holiday. Enjoy the walking in the green fields, go to the vineyards, go up the Anaga Mountains, look at the wild coast of the north, do some trekking, go up to Teide, and then the second holiday, come down on the beach and toast yourself, you know? So if you're doing 2 weeks, you might as well have a two location holiday. There you go. Have you ever done the helicopter tour? No, I haven't. Christina's can't see very well, so we don't do sightseeing at all. I love the Jaeger Schnitzel in Little Germany. Yeah, Schnitzel is basically the cut of meat and it's breaded, and then the different types of Schnitzel, the different sauces you can have. Am I missing a lot? Love the Liverpool. Okay, people are talking to Kevin. Laptop. Anthony. Laney, Peaky Blinders. Is it cheaper to live in the north? Cost of living is about the same on the island, unless you get into the tourist parts of Arona and Costa Adeje. You're going to be a lot more, but most of the supermarkets are inside the ring road, if you like, are about the same on the island. House prices I don't know, because I didn't buy a house, and rent I don't know. Maybe go to Pearson's Northman Tenerife, Steve Pearson, and he can give you a lot of information on the north, although he doesn't talk on his vlogs yet. We're going to get him talking. At Laney, try this. At It's Craig, it worked, lol. There you go. Yes, I'm coming over, Tim. Promise you a bottle of Irish whiskey to get the glass ready. A straw, you mean? We don't need glasses, just do the straw. Can see you having a beer in the Three Horseshoes. Actually, I don't know whether it's open. There's not many people there. They produce some lovely wines in the north, they do. Helly Dreams, never done it either. Coming over in June, we're definitely got a little Germany, Roger Channing. Don't forget to book, Roger. And if you fancy, book for 4. Went to Helly Dreams to Dan, great experience, great. When was the last time you were in Blighty, says Bobby Ricketts. Actually, somebody asked me that the other day, and I had to look. It was my dad's funeral in 2013. No, it wasn't 2013. Yeah, it was 2013. My dad's funeral 2013. My mum was 2009, and my dad 2013. That was the last time I was there. I got a brother and sister there, but basically, Chris doesn't want to travel anymore, so we're not going anywhere soon. Roger Channing, it's a date. It's decision time, ladles and jelly spoons. Do you want to see more of the village? Or do you want me to get another beer? Taking into consideration this is the last one, and we've been on nearly an hour. More beer, says Tracy. If you would, that'd be great. We're still live for the next 5 minutes. Do you want me to come over and interview you?
I don't know why he wants to interview me. I normally don't go on camera for security reasons.
Security reasons.
Social security. So I found out, mate, I get done. Yeah.
This is Steve, ladies and gentlemen, and I know him from Facebook, YouTube, and Monte Cristo.
Yes, I've been here 30 years in this village.
30 years?
In October I've been this. 40 years I've lived in Tenerife on March the 15th. 10 years in Cristianos and 30 years in this village.
Wow. And what train did you rob?
No robbing train, no. It's a lot less expensive to live here than at home, that's for sure.
It is, definitely. Yeah. Although this is now home, is it really?
No, half and half. I do the 90 days.
Oh, you do the 90-day thing?
Yeah,
and that works out pretty well for you?
Not as much. I used to do 7 or 8 months a year, so now I've got to be home by February the 18th if anyone's watching from the security.
Oh, there we go. Somebody just bought the beer. £3, that's one each.
The beer? That's happened?
Hmm?
They buy a beer, do they?
Yeah.
I don't get into all this.
Edinburgh Honest Guide bought me a beer.
I don't do technology. I'm still struggling with light switches.
I'm so poor I don't even pay attention.
Yeah.
So I met him in December, Louis Walsh. Oh, it's you?
Louis Walsh.
That was good.
I wish I was
What
Louis
made
Walsh.
you fall in love with Tenerife, Mark's asking?
I don't know, the sun. I used to go all over Europe. I still do go all over the world. There's just something about it. I come back. It's just so friendly here. It's really good, as you know. Yeah.
Your wife actually was on the show a couple of weeks ago.
Kathy, yeah. She's gone home till Tuesday next week.
Okay, and then she's coming back?
Yeah, she's coming back, yeah. With all the cold and that, she's back here, yes.
And does she have the same 90 days as you, or do you come like without each other?
Sometimes come without, but yeah, we do the 90 days.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it.
So there's going to be a point where Kathy's here without you, right?
Or me without her like now, so it goes both ways.
Ladies and gentlemen, watch this space.
Yes. No, it works out well, but it's better. I mean, sooner or later they're going to alter the rules.
Yeah.
Like they've done with Sweden. Is it Sweden and Norway at the moment?
Basically, there'll be a visa for swallows.
Yes, they will.
They'll
They
do
need our
something.
money. That's the thing. At the end of the day.
Exactly. Okay, up the payments. There's a circle next to my name. Basically, the people with the little circles next to the name, they have joined the channel. And if you want to join the channel, all you got to do is go. There's a very, very small little payment you got to make. I think it's $2.99 or $3.99 is the cheapest one. It goes up to a lot. So if you want to do the Faulty Towers members, then you can do that. But you know. And we thank each and every one of you that supports the channel. Steve here does a lot of stuff on Facebook, yeah? Well,
Yes, I do, yeah. I run a South East London group. I've got nearly 20,000 members.
Wow. Do you want to promote it?
I do. I run Memories of Walworth, Camberwell and Bermondsey, MoCab.
Okay.
And we've got about 19,000 members, thereabouts.
Okay.
And I spend most of my time doing that. I should be working, but I don't.
So how will they find it?
Just go on Facebook and type in Southwark or Bermondsey or Camberwell. It's Memories of Walworth, Camberwell and Bermondsey, MoCab. Really.
And if
good
they
work.
do at Mocab, will they find it?
Well, yeah, but just put Memories of Walworth and you'll find it.
Okay.
But we don't do no adverts, no nothing. It's just all any of these silly posts and all that I've taken the dog for. All it is just good memories and pictures
Oh,
and
cool.
articles. It's really good site. If you're into London,
Cool. If you're into London.
London.
I got a mate called Darren John, and he
Yeah.
started a YouTube channel about 4 years ago where he was trying to get fit, and then all of a sudden he met the Macmaster, and now he's doing sort of like food reviews of London. So that might be something. We'll get Darren John together with Steve.
The only food review I do in London is pie and mash. That's what I love.
Yeah, you're a
And
pie
funny
and mash
enough,
guy. With liquor.
With liquor. The wife is bringing some out next week for me.
Really?
There we go, Tim. There's a beer on me. A beer.
On you. Thank you
There we
so
are, my
much.
tab. Nice speaking to you.
And
all.
what's your
Take
name,
care.
sir?
Simon.
Pleased to meet you, Simon.
Good.
Do you want to be on it?
No, I'm alright. I've got to go and get my beer. I
His
Thank you,
missus
sir.
is a tax inspector. I wouldn't do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, whenever possible.
Well, ladies and jelly spoons, that was Steve. This is your beer, Steve.
Oh, you put it there.
He did, eh?
That's what he's giving you two there.
No. I should have kept my mouth shut.
He's not going with a free beer.
Thank you so much, mate.
Beer always tastes better if someone else pays for it.
Exactly. Thank you so much. I got to find somebody to pay me tab now. Steve, ladies and gentlemen, and Mocab. Don't forget, go to facebook.com and sort that out. So it is now EHG. You're welcome, Tim. Is not noticed, by the way. I'm running a £100 free giveaway on my channel. All you need to do is watch and email a code to the video. Is Tim okay to share the link? Yep, you're a moderator. You can share links, no problem. Go ahead, and all the moderators, if you want to push your own channels or anything else, or a charity or anything, you can go and do that. Have another one, Tim. Oh, I've got to cook tonight. It's my third now. Ooh, pint does look good. Having liquid dinner, Tim. I weighed myself this morning and I wasn't heavier, so. There we go. 7 p.m. I know. Christine will be calling me in a minute. Liquid dinner. Where's the lady tonight? She's watching TV. Nobody registered for Meetup Monday, so she said it's pretty cold for her, you know, and she didn't want to go out. So I said that's fine. But I better go down just in case somebody turns up that hasn't registered, which has happened in the past. It's just an excuse for me to get out, to tell you the truth. Going back to the UK Wednesday, too cold for me in Tenerife, says Jeffrey Eccles. Jeffrey, if you want to walk tomorrow morning, send me an email, me@timothydowd.com. Tell me where you are and I'll pick you up at 9 o'clock and we'll go for an hour's walk. I'll interview you. Give Tree one, there you go. That's your gifted membership, there you go. I bet you can stay out more beers. Well done, that man. There you go. It's gifted membership, Tim. You get 5 extra people for a month, and it's up to you to keep paying after the month. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Anybody who gifted the membership of me. I met him in December, Louis Walsh, that was him, yeah. Michael saying another beer, thank you so much. Thanks for the gift, whatever it is, Honest Guide. There you go. Drink a beer. Get another beer. Time for the FA Cup draw, Wrexham all the way, says Sarah Ricketts. There you go. It was either an Apple TV or a Netflix thing where we see Ryan Reynolds and Wrexham. I'm going to watch that soon. Davey said, coming over on the 24th of Feb. I'm going to email you next week. Meet for a walk. Is that okay? Perfect. Anybody who's coming over wants to meet up for a morning walk or on a Monday meet-up evening, let us know. But as I say, it's getting a bit cooler now. So I understand if you don't want to come Monday meet-up. But any walk in the morning, I'll pick you up at your hotel, or I'll meet you at your hotel, or I'll park near your hotel, and we'll go for an hour's walk and I'll interview you. So, ladies and jelly spoons, I'm going to finish up here. I'm dribbling. So, Tim, do you still recommend from when you stay to rent instead of buying? If you're only staying for a year, I would rent for the first year, whatever happens, because there's so many places you can go and be happy, but there's also neighbours from hell. So rent first, find the place that you love, and then go for the plunge if you can afford it. Here's the link to the giveaway, okay, Edinburgh Guide. Michael, in fact, what you're better off doing is wait until I've finished this stream and then put the link in the permanent comments. So you can do that. Or send me the link and I'll put it in there, up the corner here. Actually, I've got the link now, so I'll just do that. I'll put it in the corner here. Are you doing a walk and talk tomorrow, Tim? I am. I've decided, although I've had 3 beers now, so I might be going, Bye, boss. Hogue. Okay, thanks for the advice. You're welcome. How's your wife? She's fine, David. Thank you. Good night, Tim. Good night, good night. Okay, we're going to say good night now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining me today. If you watched an advert before you came on, thank you for supporting the channel. Those people who donated through the super chats, thank you so much. And people have also been donating on super thanks. So if you're watching on catch up, there's a little heart there that says super thanks, and you can donate even when you're not live. That's amazing. If you want to do it anonymously, of course, you can go to timothydowd.com sponsor, or timothydowd.com and say how to sponsor the channel. So Google thinks you might like this one next. And if you want to sponsor the channel, as I say, you can just click this and it'll take you straight there. You can... I bet you thought I was frozen then, didn't you? Subscribe for free right here, and I'll put the merch in the corner. We'll see ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya.